Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. I am your host with the most, Mark. I do apologise. Like I said, we at Invictus, for all the leagues, they've all had to do the minute silence in mutual respect for Nicky Lauda, who sadly passed away yesterday morning. I believe that was at 3 o'clock, or confirmation from 3 o'clock in the morning. That's why I had the minute silence or nothing to say at the start. So I bet you're thinking, well, where's the voice gone? That's what's happened there. So that is absolutely what happened. So I forgot to do it yesterday until I did it in the middle of the break stuff. But I tell you what, guys, F3 League, we will have the drivers and constructors situation here. It's going to be win or bust for all the drivers that are in this situation tonight. Just trying to see who's gone out first. I'm trying to see who got out first, just so I can do the lap. So attention on there, Snoop Dogg's there. I think it's Mike. Oh no, it's either Snoop or... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to watch on Snoop Dogg to do his lap in now at the glorious race of the Monza. Well, at the moment, it's not so great at the minute because it's a wet qualifying at the moment. So this is the lap. Well, this is the actual qualifying lap of the Italiana. Magnifico. Will it be a nice Magnifico? Absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'll have to wait and see what happens. We're at 3.6 miles, but with a 5.793 kilometres. Snoop Dogg is coming up to the first corner now, which is the Verita del Retivio, if that's how you pronounce it. They're coming to turn 2, which is the awkward corner. Oh no, Snoop! Oh, Snoop's lost it there. We'll have to go on to Tej. So Snoop lost it on the qualifying lap. So Tej will be doing this lap in now. Passing turn 3, which is Curva Biasano, whatever it's called there. So coming up to 28.6 on the intermediates. Coming up to turn 4, then to turn 5. Yellow flag set to 1 again. Yellow flag set to 1 and 2 again. We'll have to wait and see. Coming up to turn 6, which is the Lesmel corner here. Then coming up to turn 7 now. Then coming up to Curva del Sirigala, if that's how you pronounce it. The long DRS straight here. Then coming up to the Ascari corners, the famous corners here on the Italian Grand Prix and such. But Tej is doing it absolutely spot on. The old veteran, he's one of the drivers with the constructors tonight, so he's going to try and do a good lap here to stop any ongoings from the McLaren boys who are trying to retain their stuff there. And here comes turn 11, which is Parabolica corner, another famous corner at the Italian Grand Prix. And here we go. This is what you get, is what you see, is what you get of the first lap. And the time to beat is a 1:31.5, so that's a cracking time, to be fair. We will have 26 laps at the Monza track. Ferrari stand. Mike! Oh, Mike has moved up to first with a 1:29.6. Advantage, Mike, for the drivers. Brennos has moved up to second with a cracking time of 1:30.4. Ferrari standing at 1:31.1. Tej has done on 31.5. Briggs has done at 1:32.2. Snoop Dogg, who had that massive mistake on the first corner, is in a 1:46. So I'm sure he will do that. And welcome back to F1 Richard, who's had a 2-week break on holiday, just in time to get back into the racing stuff for the constructors for the McLaren team. Now, as I said earlier on, Mike and Captain Stiff. Captain Stiff is in the lead with 9 points before tonight's race. So the situation is, Mike has to get into the top 3 to stand any chance of winning the Drivers' Championship. Anything low... Oh no, F1 Richard made a massive mistake there on the... I believe that was turn 4, I think. Yeah, that might be turn 4 to turn 5 there. Some massive stuff there. Oh, Stephen, what a lap from him. Brilliant time there. Well, 1:31.3. Nigel goes to the 1:32.7. Where's Captain Stiff? Captain Stiff doing his lap in now. He's 4 tenths quicker He had an invalidated lap. He had a oh, Mike's improved his time with a 1:29.3. Massive, massive advantage here for Mike. Captain Steve needs to bounce back here as quickly as possible. Snoop Dogg moves up to third with a 1:30.2. Brennan's improved his time, to be fair, it's a 29.7. So both Mike and Brennan's are in the 29s at the moment here. Steele, brilliant time from him in fourth place with a 1:30.2. Ferocious Dan still in 1:31.1. Oh, Stevens, what a cracking time, to be fair, for him. F1 Richard did a 31.9, so he needs to try and boost as quickly as possible. But what can Captain Stiff do? Like I said, 9 points the gap is. Mike has to be in the top 3 tonight to stand any chance of winning the Drivers' Championship. If Mike wins the race tonight, Captain Stiff must get 5th or higher to win his first ever world title at Invictus. And he moves up to third. He moves up to third, 7 tenths off behind Mike. So at the moment, advantage Captain Stiff if it was like this in the actual race itself. So advantage Captain Stiff. But like I said, you could have a good qualifying lap, but you might have a struggling race. So I'm not saying that would happen. Oh! Weather crew. The weather crew has just informed me as well. It's definitely a wet qualifying. Oh, Mike's just improved his time by, I believe, 200ths of a second. But Brennan's done a brilliant time, to be fair, of 1:29.7, but he's just invalidated his lap there. Yellow flag set to 1. Yellow flag set to 1 now. So something must happen now on sector 1 in one of the drivers there. Oh, Steele's going back into the pits. Oh, Stephen. I don't know if Stephen. Is Stephen made? No, Stephen's still going. Stephen's still going. Trying to be absolutely delicate on the corner there. So still watching Stephen at the minute. He's in 7th place in the minute with a 1:31.3. But like I said, I will do it properly now. If Mike wins tonight, Captain Steve has to finish 5th or higher. If Mike finishes 2nd, Captain Steve must finish 7th or higher. If Mike gets 3rd, Captain Steve must not. Well, I'm not saying he will get it, but if Mike gets 3rd place, Captain Steve would have to have 0 points or retirement during the race. Oh, Stevens made a little bit of a mistake there. Tej is doing his outlap. I believe he's doing his outlap now. So Tej needs to try and get some time to get back into this. Needs to help. At the moment, it's a bit of an advantage for the Williams team at the minute. Because look at Frostan, look at F1 Richard. They're struggling with the McLaren team at the moment. It was 7th and 9th respectively. But yeah, if Mike gets 8, it gets 4th or lower tonight, that's it. Captain Steve will win the Drivers' Championship, whatever happens. So mad times there. So Mike's on form at the minute with the pole time by 5 tenths. Madness stuff here. Regarding constructors, Williams are ahead of Captain Stiff and Tej by 12 points. 12 points. It's massive because the maximum that you could get is 27 points in the race if you get a 1-2, obviously. Now, I haven't got like the point situation. All I know is McLaren needs to get a 13 points or higher to overtake the Williams team. I believe, if it's equal, I believe it's the countback of whoever got the win first or who had the most points. I might get that confirmed after the race, but I'm sure it's the countback of the most points. So at this stage, it would be Williams that would win if the points stays like this. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong here. But some of the drivers are already out trying to do their lap in 7 minutes left of the qualifying. Tej has moved up to 6. So advantage Williams for the constructors. Advantage Williams for the constructors. Nigel Gash. Someone's moved on. Ferocious Dan. I take that back. Ferocious Dan has just gone ahead of one of the Williams drivers with a 1:29.7. So he's in with the big boys now in the 29s. In this situation, we're coming up to the 7-minute marker of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. I am absolutely excited tonight because, like I said, the constructors and the drivers are going to be confirmed, and my voice will be gone. The point situation will be mumbled up, or mumbled up. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, it'll be confused.com, whatever happens here. But I was speaking to Mike before the race tonight. He was doing his practice. Mike's retired. Mike has retired from the session. Has he crashed at Ascari? So this is quite interesting stuff now, because obviously he will not do it on purpose. He may have made a massive mistake. I'll have to find out from Mike whatever happens. But before tonight's race, Mike was just trying to ease with the driving, just be himself, you know, like he has done. To get a perfect one, he needs to do what he did last week, with Captain Steve finishing in 6th, Mike finishing in first place, to retain the drivers. To win the first ever world drive. Oh, Frosestad moves up to 2nd place with 129.3. So the track is getting even better than ever before. So this is quite interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely madness stuff here. Stephen is in the big boys league now. With 129.9 now in the top 4. So that's a great time from him. He's had some good momentums there, Stephen. But it's like I said, the race with the tyre wear, he needs to try and sort out that tyre wear. Once he gets that, he could be like a podium contender for a majority of the races if he can. But we have to wait and see what happens here. Oh, Mike had to retire because I think he had some problems with the F1 F1 wheel as we speak. So just watching Frosestan. Frosestan's not going to do his lapping now, but what can Captain Stiff do? Captain Stiff is doing his lap. Snoop Dogg's doing his lap. He's a 10th quicker, so he would get into the 29s at the moment here. Could be not. They have to be absolutely delicate. They've got to be careful of the gravel on some of the parts there, especially at Lesmo Corner, through that turn 6 and 7 that we just went past there. They could up to the Ascari corner, so he's 4 tenths. Snoop Dogg could get a 129.6 at the moment, depending on how he could do well in the 3rd and last sector. This could be a belt of a lap here. Snoop Dogg has got the pace, don't get me wrong, he's got the pace, he's got the will to fight all the driver stuff. Always sliding away there. He's like, hee hee. That's it, madness stuff here, but could be a good time. Oh, 130.2. A 130.2. Steele. Mike has left the session. Hopefully he will return back quickly. Because he needs to get back into this race to stay in terms of the Drivers' Championship. At the moment, Steele is in 4th place. Bredon's just going to do his lapping now. He needs to get 5 tenths from somewhere. Yellow flag set to 1. 3 minutes 10 left. 3 minutes 20 left, which would be 3 minutes 10. Yellow flag set to 2. Now. So good evening to everyone that's joining the session. I hope you're enjoying it. It's live and exclusive. Snoop Dogg has retired. He won't do any more of the lap as we speak. So we're under 3 minutes left. What can Brennos do? Coming up to Les. Oh, there was yellow flags there. So I don't know if Snoop Dogg had made the mistake between the parts where Brennos has just gone past now. This could be one of the most exciting championship battles we have ever had for many, many seasons. Don't get me wrong, this could be a belter. Colin J, how you doing, mate? You alright? Hope you're okay, mate. Says, sorry I could not be there. Would like to see Stiff win it. No worries, mate. I don't know if you can try and get back on, but if I have to wait and see what happens. But it's a shame because I think you would have brought a little more spice into the drivers' racing tonight. Captain Steve moves up to third now with 129.6. But what can Brennan's do? 29.6. He's improved. He's improved his time. He's improved his time, but not much. But bear in mind, where's Stephen went onto the grass there. Aaron J. Spence, good evening, mate. How you doing? Hope you're okay. Well, he says, "Come on, Stiff, come on, you can do it." Briggsy, but I think he's Stephen's made a mistake on the first corner, so you're gonna have to try. He's got enough to do one more lap. He might have enough to do one more lap, but where is Brennan's just improving his time again. Coming up to 1 minute 10 left. What's your money is on, guys? What's your money is on for the situation tonight at the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League at the Monza track? Ted is retired from the session. We got under a minute left. And you know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming. It could be the final race of the F3 League. And I'll tell you what, this could be the final countdown. This could be a belter, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it, whatever happens here tonight. But like I said, I wish everyone all the best of luck. And here is what you get. The final countdown. Oh! From Brennan's, but can throws down ball. Oh, he misses out. He misses out by 0.03 of a second. Where's Captain Stiff now? Boom! Absolutely insane stuff here. What a lap from Brennan's, and throws down. Knocks off Mike from pole position here. But where's Captain Stiff? Captain Stiff needs to get ahead of Mike to stand any chance of getting into the podium stuff, or at least in the top 5. Captain Steve, all he has to do tonight, he has to finish in the top 5 to win the Drivers' Championship. If Mike wins, Captain Steve will need to get, well, he can't get any lower than 6 if Mike wins. If Mike gets second, Captain Steve can't get any lower than 8th place. If Captain Steve retires or finishes with 0 points and Mike finishes in the top 3, wherever happens, Mike will win the Drivers' Championship. Oh, Captain Steve does not improve on his time. So what can O'Steven do? O'Steven has got the chance now to try and improve his time. He's impressing me left, right and beeping centre. Captain Steve just before the race has said he's absolutely beeping himself by... Oh, O'Steven! What a lap from O'Steven. Brilliant stuff to move up to 5th. What a lap. What a lap. Like I said, Captain Steve is absolutely nervous tonight because he does not want to do what he did last week, 6th place, which he is finishing in the qualifying. I'm not saying it's what you see is what you're going to get. If it was that, oh my God, I hate the AI when they just bash into there. It's like a silly bang moment there. It's like bang on that one. Madness stuff, absolutely madness. Here are your short qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix, for the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League for the finale race at race 12. Brennan's is in first. What a lap from him. Ferocious what a lap from him again. 2nd place. Mike thought he had enough to hold on to first. But he's dropped down to 3rd. Briggsy is in 4th. Oh, Stevens in 5th. Captain Steve in 6th, Steele in 7th, Tej is in 8th, Snoop Dogg in 9th, Nigel Gash 10th, F1 Richard in 11th, and Gunnar is in 12th place. Synchronously, how you doing, mate? You alright? I hope you're going well. Aaron J. Smith says, Savloy! Absolutely mad the stuff there. But what's your predictions, guys? What do you think is going to happen tonight with the race itself? But like I said, with the drive... I will do some of the updates of the points where they are. I'm probably at lap 10 or something, lap 20, and then the last lap. I'll see how I get on, see where they are at the minute. But if you can like, subscribe, follow, etc., that'll be massively fantastic, guys. Would be massively a boost for the Invictus Racing Leagues. So Aaron J. Spence says Mike wins the race, but Stiff will win the title. What position though, Aaron J. Spence? What position do you think Captain Stiff? If you're guaranteed that he will win the title, do you reckon he'll just get the 5th? Because that's all he needs. If Mike wins, that's it. He needs to get 5th. And I kept repeating it during this qualifying, so sorry about that, guys. But like I say, don't forget, the drivers are not the only ones that will have to be decided. It's the constructors that will be decided tonight as well, with the McLaren team and the Williams team as well. McLaren needs to get 13 points ahead of the Williams team, wherever happens. But F1 Richard, who's just returned back from these holidays, needs to get some boost off. I know he's just got, I think it was 11th or 12th, I think it was. Aaron J. Spence has said, we don't want another Colin Hart. Can't take that. Hart can't take that. What Aaron J. Spence says, and I know Colin J will be absolutely fuming at me with this, but Colin J and Sir Knightlyhood of Sir Spud were battling out for the Drivers' Championship. McLaren team were battling out for the Constructors on the same race as well at Brazil. Colin J was ahead of Sir Spud, whatever happens. All he had to do, Colin J, was just get ahead of Sir Spud and finish the race. As a driver, he was driving all the way to finish off in the race. So he was battling out for the win, which I don't blame him, you know, but in that situation, he could have, in my personal opinion, based on the championships that I won previously in the races in other league sides, it's not about pushing for first. If you can guarantee to get ahead of your opponent and win, that's fine. But what happened was on turn 4, I believe, I think it was, before the first sector into the second, there was a massive crash and Colin J lost out on there. But like I said, Colin J, it was his first ever league season, so you know, to get into the title challenge within the first season, it's just a massive achievement, whatever happens. But he'll be absolutely, you know, kicking himself for that. But whatever happens tonight, I wish everyone all the best of luck. Let's hope we have a clean race. I'm sure we will. Let's hope, I'm just saying this, let's hope we don't have a manic start, what happened at the Performance League 1 last night. So I'm just dreading, these guys are going to have to be careful here, because you've got Ferocious Dan, you got F1 Richard, you got Captain Stiff, you got Tej, and you got Mike, who are all trying to, you know, but yeah, I have to really see what happens here. But good evening to Scott. How you doing, mate? You alright? Mike to win, Stiff to finish third. Colin J says it was alright, a learning curve for me. Spurs say, come on, Stiff! Aaron J Spurs says, curb, no pun intended. Ha ha ha. Fair dues, fair dues. Colin J says, but I do have nightmares about that curb. Secret Austin says, clean race and monster don't go together. It's not a perfect combo, shall we say, but it is one of those. I'm hoping that there will be a 3 in a beds. There was 2 lots of 3 in a beds at the start. There was 1 3 in a bed before we finished the race at the pony stuff here. But let's hope Mike is already back in and racing tonight. So good luck to everyone. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. We are go for the finale racing. Great start on the back there, whoever that was. Oh, this could be a belter. 2 in the beds. Oh my God, this could be a belter. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to be massive stuff. Sorry about that, guys. I wanted to see what happens there. Oh, who's that? The Sauber. Steele. Steele's gone up to the 4th place. Brilliant stuff. Oh my God, Ferrari moves up to 1st. What a move from him. Who was that? The Toro Rosso. Prix, who had a great qualifying lap. Snoop Dogg drops out to 10th. Ted just moved up to 9th. And I mean, oh no, that was Stephen, no! No! Oh, Stephen has retired from the session. He made a massive mistake at Lesmo's corner. Forward a bed. Madness stuff here. Nigel has got a chance to try and get on to Gunnar. Captain Steve is in 5th place at the minute. Mike is in... oh, what a move! What a move from Nigel Gash. Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant. Oh my God, my throat is absolutely killing here. Oh, brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant. Oh, madness stuff here. And RJ Spence says, well, Scott says 4 in the bed, and the little said from Aaron J. Spence. Colin J says roll over. Brixie, Snoop Dogg, and Gunnar have all gone for the pits now. Captain Steve is in 5th place, so guarantees to win the Drivers' Championship at the moment here. Oh, Steven says, one absolute plonker, stupid game. I am absolutely gutted for you, mate, because I said in the qualifying that you had a great qualifying. It was just the tyre wear and the pace that you had was struggling. I did not expect you to make a mistake at Lesmo's corner, which is what we're coming up to now. Mike's just trying to drive the best that he can to try and do everything possible here. I think the timing screens are a bit offish at the moment, guys, so I do apologise at this moment in time. Hopefully we'll get the proper timings here. Stiff, Aaron J. Spencer, Stiff got a lot of time to make up. He does, to be fair. Yeah, from the timing stuff on that one anyway. But one of the McLarens, F1 Richards in 6th place. Oh my God, this could be a belter. Ferrari is comfortable in 1st place at the minute with lap 2. So Ferrari has Brennan's done the fastest lap for 1:24 flat. This could be Brennan's best ever race, shall we say? No, his best ever race was the 4th place, which was, I believe, last week as well. So Steele could have a chance on Mike now for 3rd place. Steve says, I had the pace. He says, absolutely gutted. Aaron J. Spencer says, really unlucky, mate. Absolutely unstuff. But, so yeah, this could be madness stuff here. 6 for 10 points, 15, 20 points. So at the moment, Williams would be ahead by 2 points if it stays like this. Oh my God, my points stuff will be absolutely offish after whatever happens here. But Steele's on the charge here on the super soft tyre. So Mike, to be fair, Mike has got a good advantage here to try and slowly catching up to the guys ahead at the moment here, because he is on the soft tyre, and obviously Steele wants to try and get past Mike as quickly as possible. To be fair though, the first corner, guys, the first corner wasn't that bad as what happened with the Performance League one last night. So, but this could be a chance for Steele to steal for 3rd place for the podium stuff here at the qualifying. Sorry, for the race. I'm losing the plot here. 2 in the bed. Can Mike hold on for 3rd? Wheel bag in there. A little bit of wheel bag in there. Steele just cut the corner a little bit there, just ahead of Mike. So Steele's just pulling away from Mike at the moment. At the moment, it's only lap 4:27. Oh, Stephen says all week long he's practiced all for 20 seconds. That's what happens, mate. That's what happens when you practice so much. It's just manic stuff. Absolutely manic stuff. I've had that before. I've practiced and I felt comfortable, and then all of a sudden I just ruined it by making one silly mistake, which I told myself not to do, and that's what happens. But it's just a learning curve, mate, so, you know, whatever happens here. But we've got a couple of battles going on. We've got Brennan's closing on for us, staying for 1st. Mike and Steele, which are watching at the minute, is in for 4th, 3rd place. Nigel Gash moves up to 7th. Tej, they're cutting the Ascari corners there, just to try and avoid the curbs there. But watching Tej now, can Tej, the old veteran guard here, to try and close in on Nojagash for 7th place here again. So he's got the run in here now for the DRS straight now. Oh, Nojagash has lost it. Parabolica now, which has brought Tej and would have the DRS. Yes, he has. He's got the DRS. Oh my God, we could have a 2 in the bed. This could be a 2 in the bed situation. Oh, Stevens left the session, but Nojagash moves back up to 7th. What a recovery move there. Bobby. What a recovery move from Nojagash. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, Stephen says Steve has this easy. Conjure says, oh, Stephen, never say that. I had that easy and crashed out last lap. Briggs is on the fastest lap of 1:23.8 now. So at the moment, Tej is Nojagash was the closest battle at the moment here. But I'm going to go back to Brennan's now. Brennan's with the top 2 battle here. Like I said, the McLaren boys need to get decent points in at the moment here. So 20 points at the moment. So 20 points for 20 points for the McLaren team. Well, I say 20 points tonight. Captain Steve and Tej 6 and 3, 9 points. So 20 points, 156, 9 points. They would be ahead by 1 point, Williams. Oh my God. You can't miss any of this action going on. You can't miss it. You cannot miss any of this action going on. This could be madness stuff. Absolutely madness. Oh, Steven says, oh yeah, lol. From what happened with Colin J. Don't get me wrong, Colin J. I mean, I've made mistakes with the drivers. Oh, Nojagash has made a mistake on the second corner there, which has brought Tej back into 7th place now. So this may bring 2 points ahead of the 2 points ahead for the Williams team to take the constructors away from the McLaren team at the moment here. So a couple of battles here going on. Brennan's have a chance for the overtake for the lead. Oh, what a move! What a move from Brennan's. What a move there. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. But Verstappen might have a chance here for bounce back ability here. Can Nojagash try and close in on Tej? Oh, this could be a 2 in the bed at Parabolica corner. Oh, you couldn't do it if you're being Curie here. What can Verstappen do? Verstappen needs to try and get back into there to get the points back in. Otherwise, Williams will be having a gap again. A massive gap. And Verstappen moves on to first again with brilliant driving. Absolutely brilliant. My voice had gone. Absolutely gone. Oh, Verstappen made a little bit of mistake there, which has now brought Brennan's into the lead. Oh, what a move. What a move for Brennan's. But Verstappen's got a chance here again for first place. Brennan's is going in on the defensive line here. You can't go 2 into 1. I'm not doing the block off deals like buy one, you get one free through the corners there. That's why I keep saying 2 in the beds. Moments there. Madness stuff. Aaron J. Spencer says, what a move! Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. We're already on lap 7 of 27 of the Invictus Race League. The F3 League. I can't stop pausing. I'm just trying to drink. Oh, Verstappen nearly lost it through a Ascari corner. He needs to be careful here. He needs to be very careful here. Now, the tyre wear situations. If the super soft guys pit now, they have to go for the medium tyre all the way to the end. They've got no choice because of the tyre wear. So who's going to blink out of the super soft times or super soft drivers? At the moment, Brennan's, Verstappen, Steele, Tej and Nojagash, they're all gone for, obviously they're still on the super softs at the moment here. Absolutely madness stuff here. Before I carry on, guys, can you make sure you like, subscribe to or follow as well to the channel of the Invictus Race League F3 League. Even though this is the last race of the season, we will be bouncing right back into 2019 probably in about 4 or 5 weeks, I believe. I can't remember when the game's out. Probably about 5 or 6 weeks, I think. So we'll be live and exclusive. Don't worry, guys. We'll be back in the new game coming up. So 3-car battle here for first place. At the moment, Captain Steve would win the Drivers' Championship. At the moment, because he's guaranteed, whatever happens, Mike needs to win the race if Captain Steve's going to stay in 5th place. Bobby. Ferocious Dan, 12, 5, 17 points. Captain Steve, 5, 9 points. So 8-point gap. Still not enough. They would have a 5-point gap in the lead. Captain, the Williams Dream team, shall we say? Williams team would have a top by 5 points. Actually, I correct that because Nigel Gas. No, I correct that again. Oh, two in the bend at the first corner. Cat first down. Oh, first down. Thought he had the bounce back ability there. Nigel Gas. Oh, that could have been a belt of a move there from Nigel Gas. Madness stuff there from these guys here. Still watching this battle here because we've got a 3-car battle here. This could be make or break. The tyre wear must be absolutely shot now. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. What lap do you think the Super Softs the guys would need to pit in? Bear in mind that the Softs need to last about 16 laps, 16, 17 laps, which Mike has got to have to do. He's got no choice. He's got to do it to stand any chance. But madness stuff here. But Ferocious Dan might have a chance here for Brennan's here for first place here. But Steele, Agent Steele, clear to click with a 66. Might have a chance to get past Ferocious Dan in second place here. O'Steven says lap 11. O'Steven has said lap 11 of the Super Soft tyres situation here. But what can Steele do? Steele's got a chance to try and get even more dents for the McLaren team of the constructors. And he moves up to second. What a move! What a move! Oh, that could have been fair, respective, driving. There, where's Nitrogas? Oh, Nitrogas just got ahead. Nitrogas has got the DRS, but what can Tej do? Tej can have a chance to get onto the Nitrogas in 7th place again, but I think Nitrogas is just holding on. What a race! Ferocious Dan. Even more bad news for the McLaren team as Ferocious Dan's got a 3-second tyre penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that at all. He did not want that at all. Mike will pit lap 17, 18. Yeah, I'll probably lap 15, I think, because of the qualifying laps. Bear that in mind on that one. So, 3-car battle still. Also, Nitrogas and Tej for 7th and 8th, respectively. 10th, 15 points. 15 points from Ferocious Dan and F1 Richard. Captain Steve has got 5, 3, 8 points. At the moment here, they would have they would have so many points ahead. I've lost count now, whatever happens. Oh! Brennan's. Snoop Dogg's retired. Ferocious Dan's got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speed in the pit lane. He's got 2 lots of those penalties now. Oh, madness. Aaron just says he did not want that at all. So that's even more dent on the McLaren team now. Oh, the tides have changed now. They're both equal now because Tej has got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speed in the pit lane. Should be the Super Softs. Sorry, it should be the Softs. I do apologise. Aaron just spends all that. Lol. Yeah, spot on there. Aaron just spends spot on there, sunshine. Steve says Stiff will just mirror Mike's strategy. Well, he's got no other choice. Neither did Tej on that one. But yeah, madness stuff. Absolutely madness stuff here. There's a little bit of gap going on now. Whatever happens. But like I said, Steele's doing a brilliant drive. He's coming to alive now within the last few races this season. Colin J says 50 miles per hour, guys, into the pit lane. Yeah, I don't know if they're... So is Steele going to the pits? Yes, he is. Can he get to 50? Just. But Mike will go ahead. I'm not about the go-ahead biscuits on this one. To energise... Oh, he's going to the grass. Looks like they're hitting the grass as well. Madness stuff. Oh no, Snoop, what happened? Snoop, what happened? Snoop says, good job, TM. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the wheel that's messed up there. Ferocious got a chance now to try and close it on. Brennan's now. Brennan's will go all the way. He's got no choice now. He's got to stay on the mediums. But he would have gone. I don't know if that was a mistake from the Red Bull team or that was a clever move. But at the moment, majority of people have gone for the soft tyre instead of the well, Tej has gone for the medium tyre at the moment here. So, everyone stamped on the brakes on the first lap. Oh, okay. It's one of those tracks you have to be absolutely. Everyone stamped on the brakes on the first lap, and then I hit the wall. Madness stuff. Madness. I didn't want to see you like DNF'd on the last race, Snoop, because you would have brought a bit of madness into the constructor title here, whatever happens. Yeah, as Aaron J. Spencer says, really unlucky, mate. Really, really unlucky. Tej just going to try and close in on Gunnar now for 9th place. So at the moment, everyone's guaranteed at least 1 point unless someone does not finish their lap or finish the race, whatever happens here. But Steele's going to the pits. Oh, sorry, Nitric Gas is going to the pits now. So Steele's already gone to the pits and had change there. But Fresh Stance needs to battle here quickly because needs to get past Brennons to stand any chance. Snoop Dogg and Marquez left the session. But yeah, guys, we're coming up to nearly the halfway marker now. Breaks even. Oh yeah, I know you mean, Snoop. It's just not. You don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. But especially, to be fair, this is the worst first corner of one of the tracks, shall we say. But it's great for the long overtake stuff, which there's been a crack over race here. As you can see, Fresh Down, Brennan's having a good dig down bow here, but Steele's just plotting away, pulling away from these two drivers. Oh, Fresh Down has got a chance to move up to 5th, passing Ascari. What a move! But Fresh Down has got 5 seconds worth of penalty. Yellow flag set to 2. Oh, Fresh Down made a mistake there. We could have a 2 to bed. No, Brennan's has moved up to 5th. Brennan's has moved up to 5th now, so that's a brilliant move. Brilliant recovery move from Brennan's. Still holding on. Still holding on. Oh, this could be a belter of a race here. What can Frostan do? Frostan needs to get ahead of Brennan's by 5 seconds. Well, needs to get everyone ahead by 5 seconds. Whatever happens here. But Frostan pulling away. So at the moment, if it stands like this, I know the top 3, as well as Briggsy and Gunnar, they've got to pit as well. I know for a fact. But if it stays like this, 12, 14 points for the Williams. McLaren would have 10. 16 points. So, oh, I tell you what, it's still Williams' advantage here. Still Williams' advantage. Steve says take a seat. What he's trying to say, take a seat, Mark. Unlucky, mate. Snoop Dogg says he was on the straight. 2 guys hit their brakes and we know where to go. Mate, if you got your recording, send it to the stewards and we'll have a look at it of what happened and we'll have to get that reviewed and stuff. But you know, Stiff has a 14-second buffer. Yeah, Stiff has a 14-second buffer. But it's whatever happens, Captain Stiff will win the Drivers' Championship. Whatever happens here. But don't get me wrong, anything could happen tonight. Anything could happen. I think that the pit stop is more. I think it's about 20 to 25 seconds. I think. So with the situation here, with the leader stuff here, the top three will have to drop down to where sixth is at the minute. So it'll be fourth, fifth, and sixth lowest point on that one, wherever happens there. But wherever happens, this has been an absolute pleasure. Wherever happens in the F3 League this season, I've seen some highs, lows, even middles or grounds, wherever. I don't care. It's been one hell of a season, and we only got 12 more laps. I was going to say 12 more races left. It's still going. Captain Stiff made me laugh earlier on in the race. He was before the race. He said, "If I don't win the title, we're going to have to keep racing until I do." It's like sounding like the Sir Alex Ferguson moment there. Stevens, it was Stiff has a 40-second buffer. Whoever has the nerve to overtake flee the pit stops. Mike pits. Mike has pitted. He's gone for the super soft tyre. So he's saying that he felt comfortable with the setup. It just depends on if he can try and capitalise on it. But where's Mike? Mike, where are you, mate? Where are you? Where are you? He's just coming out of the pits now. Tej has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that at all, especially in the way the constructors' title situation. Whatever happens, Williams. Oh, this could be a belter, absolute belter here. So what's going to happen here? I'm going to do the points when F1 Richard and Captain Stiff have both pitted. So I'm going to do the actual constructor points as it stands at the moment here. So Mike's still holding on, but Nitrogas and Tej are having an absolute ding-dong battle here for 8th place, and it's really good driving from these two drivers. Like so, because there was so much battle going on from the first. Oh, Nitrogas trying to do the switcheroo! I want to move! Oh, what a move there from Nitrogas! Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant. The Domino's 2-for-1 price there. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Captain Stiff pits. Captain Stiff has pitted. Where's the gap? Where's the gap from 17 seconds? Oh, what a move from Nitro. Where's Captain Stiff? Captain Stiff. Where's Mike? Mike's gone ahead. Mike has gone ahead. Captain Stiff is just coming out of the pits now. Same with F1 Richard. So Mike has to pull away quickly as possible here. Boy. So, as things stand, depending on what Mike is doing at the minute, Mike needs to get past Brennon's as quickly as possible. So, this is nerve-wracking, guys. My heart's in my mouth here at the minute. And I'm sure you guys are watching this battle here. Tej has got another 3-second time, but oh, Brennan's has made a mistake on one of the corners there before the DRS straight here. This could be a bounce back ability here for Mike to try and get a overtake here. He's going to wait till the best opportunity here. He needs to do the overtake quickly. He needs to do that overtake as soon as possible, because At the moment, Captain Stiff will win the Drivers' Championship, but if Captain Stiff gets a penalty, all hell's break loose. All hell will break loose here. You never know what's going to happen next. I'm going to try and watch F1 Richard in a minute. Oh, it's not there. But Mike have the chance of the move. What a move! What a move to move back into 3rd place here. Podium stuff for Mike. Briggs has got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He did not want that at all. He did not want that at all. Right. Where's Froshistan? Froshistan has got 12 points. Captain Stiff has got 6 points. F1 Richard has got 5 points. And Tej has got 3 points. So at the moment, 9, 1, 5, 7, 50, 17, 46, 46, 46, 153. Yeah. So at the moment, as things stand, Williams would be ahead by 4 points on lap 18 of 27. On lap 18 of 27, Williams would win the the constructors as well as the drivers, whatever happens here. And Captain Steve is trying to get closer and closer to Brennan's, whatever happens here. But if you're joining, ladies and gentlemen, oh, Briggsy just made the move there. Captain Steve is on the fastest lap of 123.5. So he's on the charge edge for Brennan's for 4th place here. Tej is having a struggling time with the Williams at the moment here tonight. He's trying to get rid of this race as quickly as possible here. So Spud says, come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Whatever happens. Aaron J. Spence, it says, wow. What was that for? What was that for, Aaron? Was that for for Spud to say, come on, Mike? I'll have to wait and see what the response is from those guys. I'm speechless here. Steele's back into first place. Can Frostan take the lead? If Frostan gets ahead, that'll be another 3 points. That'll be 156. F1 Richard needs to get ahead of Captain Stiff. He needs to get closer, because at the moment Captain Stiff's more closer to Brennan's than F1 Richard is to Captain Stiff. And as things stand, unless Tej has got loads of penalties as far as I've been told from there anyway. So, but Frostan has got a 5-second stop go. Captain Stiff's got another fastest lap at the moment. So Spud says, you can do it when you're being QE. That it could happen. It happened, and I'm sure Sir Spud and Colin J will be absolutely furious with me again, reminding Sir Spud won his first ever World Drivers' Championship at the millionth time of asking. But don't get me wrong, he's been trying last season. Briggs has got the fastest lap of 122.9, so he's on a charge here to try and close in on Nigergash in 8th place, respectively. Oh, Steven says, poor Colin. Lol. Until Colin wins the Drivers' Championship, I can shut up on that one, to be honest. Aaron J. Spence says, Spud, you snail. I have to wait to see what happens here. But at the moment, Captain Steve has got a chance for Brennan's on 4th place at the moment here. Captain Stiff trying to close in on Brennan's now for 4th place on passing Parabolica corner, the most famous corner on the Italian Grand Prix. Mamma mia! Oh, fantastico, magnifico! Would it be a magnifico overtake here? Oh, what a move! What a move for Captain Stiff! Captain Stiff would take the opportunity. Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant. Briggsy, but not that Giggsy. Nigergash drops on the 8th. Oh god. So Spud says, I'm out of F2 race game glitches. Brennan's Captain Stiff. Oh, what happened to Captain Stiff? I was looking at the comments just. Captain Stiff's made a massive mistake at the chicane part there, but he's going to have to work that again against Brennan's. Yellow flag set to 3 now. Mike's got a chance on Ferocious Dan now. Yellow flag set to 3 again. So someone must have happened there. It might be Gunnar. Yeah, Gunnar's made a massive mistake there. I'm trying to catch up with the comments there. Colin J says, first season, first Spud's 200th season. Harsh, but fair. Stephen says, who's going to get the commentary curse, lol? Captain Stiff, it's all or nothing now for Captain Stiff, because at the moment he's in 5th place. He can't make another mistake. Briggs has got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and he's just made the move again. Let's hope lightning doesn't strike twice. There you go, the commentator's curse. Hope lightning doesn't strike twice. Spuds a witch the food did that race. Aaron Dispense says, stiff, careful you peanut. Aaron Dispense. And Brennan's just trying to close in on Captain Stiff for 4th place. And Spuds says, unlucky Stiff. Briggs has got the fastest lap of 1:22.5. I was against faster drivers back then. You was, Spud, to be fair, but you did have 2 chances of winning the Performance League, to be fair. 2 chances. One, I understand the game did not help with the tyre wear situation, but yeah, you should have won at least two titles, at least, whatever happens. Correct me if I'm wrong, Spud. I just says, Spud, you're allowed to be up this late, mate. Lol. Mike's going to have a chance to try and close in on Ferocious Stand. Now, this is a belter of a move here. Ferocious Stand is making a massive mistake through Parabolic corner. You have to be absolutely careful. But Mike has the chance for making the overtake move. Could be a two to bed. Could be a two to bed. Movement here. What a move from Mike. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant from Mike. Moves up to 2nd place. Steele. What a drive from him. Steele. Agent Steele cleared the click with a 66. So Spud says it's past your bedtime, Aaron. Colin J says, I would beat you both on Fortnite. Lol. Fair enough. Fighting talk, not only on the F1, but also on Fortnite stuff. We got Ferocious Stand at the moment here. 10, 5, 15 points, 151. Williams, 8. Well, Gunnar's retired DNF. 8-2, 10 points, 158. So Williams is still ahead with the Constructors' Championship, whatever happens. So they could take away from the McLaren team. Bear in mind, Ferocious Stand's got a 5-second penalty. So he needs to get ahead of Mike quickly because he does not want to have this battle here, because Captain Stiff, like I said, F1 Richard needs to try and get somehow to get closer. And he's getting closer to Brennan's, who's in 5th place at the minute. This could be the one. This could be the one here. So Spud says, not on PC, mate. Aaron just says, yeah, that game's not good. So Spud says, Aaron's trying to make his own language. Right, guys, what do you think's going to happen? We've got 3 laps left. 3 laps left. Do you think, at the moment, whatever happens, that unless Captain Stiff makes a massive mistake to get into 6th place, a 6-second gap, whatever happens, Captain Stiff would guarantee to win the Drivers' Championship? So I just have to wait and see what happens here. Aaron just Spence, so Spud says Mike to win. Aaron just Spence says, Spud, I hear you got contact with Red Bull. Is this true? You never out of it in performance? Lol. Aaron just Spence says, yes, I have. Sorry, Spud says, yes, I have. Aaron just Spence says, Sir Homer. What, Simpson on that one? No! Madness stuff. F1 Richard could have a chance here to help the McLaren team. A little bit of a boost here with the Constructors. Gunnar has left the session. Sir Spud of Homer. Sir Gnarly Hood of Simpson. Sir Spud Simpson. Oh, F1 Richard can have a chance. And he moves up to 5th. He moves up to 5th. But Brennan's. Oh, that could have been nasty stuff there by F1 Richard. Takes the move with ease. So now, what's happened here now? Ferocious Stand has got 10 points. F1 Richard has got 6 points now. 16 points. Captain Stiff has got 8 points. Tej has got 2 points. So 10, 16, 46, 52, 152, 158. So whatever happens, 6 points is ahead for the constructors for the Williams drivers team. Were the air milk. It's a spud there. Steele! Oh, what's happened? Steele's on a DNF. Oh, don't tell me that was a scary corner. It is! Oh, no! No, no, no! Steele was doing a fantastic race there. Steele was having one of the bestest races he's ever had for a while. Colin J says, careful, Steve, that last lap is deadly. So Spud says, you would know. Lol. Fighting talk here on the comments box. We're on the penultimate lap. We're on the penultimate lap of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League tonight. At the glorious, glorious race on the monster track. Wherever happened. Oh, Brennan has made a mistake on turn 2. So there's bounce back ability here. A little bit fighting talk now. Yellow flag set to 2. Someone's made a mistake. Still yellow flag set to 2. So someone, it could be Tej trying to give in with the positions because he was already a lap down. So Steele, yes, Tej has already been lapped, whatever happens. But Tej would move up to 8th place now. So he would have 3 points. So at the moment, whatever happens, we're on coming up to the final lap here. Could this be, as you guys said in the chats, will there be a last lap drama from the constructors as well as the drivers' championship as well? We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But F1 Fresh Stan has got 12 points. F1 Richard has got 8 points. So 20 points now. Captain Stiff has 3rd, so he'll have 10 points. Tej would have 3 points, so 13 points. 20 points, 156, 158, 161. So whatever happens, F1 Richard needs to get ahead of Captain. Well, to be fair, I can't see the McLaren team. You know, I cannot see the McLaren team retain the Constructors' Championship. But madness stuff. Spud says, congratulations on the win, Mike. He's not even finished the lap yet. Are you trying to jinx it out, Spud? Are you trying to jinx it out? He wouldn't do that anyway. But can I just say a massive, massive congratulations to Mike, who's just won the drivers race tonight, not drivers championship, sorry. Mike has done what he could, but he's won the race. He's done it fantastic. But can I just say, massive, massive congratulations to Captain Stiff and to the Williams driver team for their drivers and constructors championship battle. What a fantastic racing from these guys, and Captain Stiff has just had a bashful of a time there. F1 Richard finishes in 3rd, so he'll be in the podium stuff tonight. Ferocious Dan. McLaren did everything they could. Briggs has got a 5-second stop-go penalty for unserved stop-go. Tej, Nigel Gash is going to try and finish off the lap here now. I have to wait and see what happens here. But so Spud says congratulations on the win, Mike. Colin J says well done, Stiff. Welcome to F2. Colin J. Aaron J Spencer says get in, Stiff. Unlucky, Mike. Aaron J Spencer said that. So Spud says see you at the back. Okay, Stiff. Lol. But well done to Mike for winning the race tonight. But massive, massive congratulations to Captain Stiff for the Drivers' Championship. He needed to get into the top 5, and he did that with ease. Mike did everything he could. And well done to Tej for winning the constructors with Captain Stiff tonight. Here are your race classification for the finale race at the Italian Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. You got Mike in first, Captain Stiff in second, the drivers' champion of F3 this season. F1 Richard finishes in third after coming back from holiday, so that's a good drive from him. Stan drops down to fourth because of penalties. Brennan's is in fifth, Briggs is in sixth, Nigel Gash is in seventh, Tej had a lap down, but he finishes in eighth. Steele, Gunnar, Snoop and O'Stephen, they've all had the DNFs tonight. So just giving us the penalties in case the stewards need to have a look at it after the race. I'll try and see what happens here. But yeah, well done to Mike, Captain Stiff. I paused there, my mind's gone, and F1 Richard. So I'm going to invite them in to the chat. Let's hope they've got... guys, if you're in the chat, in the comments, if you've got any questions for Mike, Captain Stiff or F1 Richard, send them in as soon as, alright? Because we'll be doing this as quickly as possible. So we're just waiting for some of the guys to join in now. So I'm not sure. I've just heard some voices in the background. But yeah, just have to wait and see what happens here. But I'm sure Mike has just joined, a little bit happy, just a little tad happy, whatever happens. He's saying, home win! Nice! Nice! Home win for Ferrari, he says. Nice. Just waiting for F1 Richard to join and Captain Steve to join as well. He's just joined now. Just waiting for F1 Richard to
join. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks,
well
man.
Done.
Thanks.
Well done.
No, well done, you.
But yeah, just
well
done.
Last two races, you pushed me hard. Man.
Had to.
We're just waiting for, but yeah, just waiting for F1 Richard to join the party. If he's already, he's probably knackered from the. Oh, it's just joined. It was manic stuff with the point stuff, but I will talk about that in a minute, guys. Sorry. Before we carry on, can you make sure you got your loud voices to be shared so we can do the actual question stuff? We've got a few questions coming in now, so we're going to get them in at the point when I'm asking them, guys. So if you've got any more, send them in, guys, before we wrap it up for the season and stuff. I'll be talking to Mike for his fantastic Forza Ferrari. There'll be a massacre on the track with his celebration tonight. So a brilliant drive from him. And Captain Stiff not only got second place, but he's also the F3 drivers champion and also constructor winner tonight as well. So I'm not going to go to him yet because his emotions must be absolutely rocketing sky high after that celebration. So I'm not surprised if he gets drunk tonight. So that's what happens. F1 Richard also finishing in third place to try and battle it out with the McLaren team to get some decent points in for the Williams teams as well. And then I won't talk about next week because there's no race, because we finished the finale of the Italian Grand Prix. Are you guys all ready? All set?
Oh yeah.
All good, Mark.
Captain, all set?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm good.
Nice one. Mike, nice, Forza Ferrari, Magnifico, nice. Oh, absolutely brilliant drive from you tonight, mate. Where did that come from?
I knew it was there, so nothing special, actually. I knew it. But I had some real problems in qualifying, and I was pretty scared it would happen in the race again.
Yeah, it was worried because I was thought, because you had to pit early first, then Captain Stiff, And I thought, because you nearly got caught up with some of the drivers that had already gone out, and thought you might get caught in with the battles and losing out a bit of time. But whatever happens, it's been an enormous bounce back from you, Mike. Would you say?
I made a massive mistake going into the race a bit too heavy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had 5.5 plus laps fuel, so I think that was a big mistake
Yeah,
actually because I couldn't keep up the first 7 laps or so.
yeah. It was a shame because you had a good, like I said, you had the good pace, you had the car to do it, you had the setup to do it as well. But I will say this now. I know you said it last week that it would have been guaranteed that Captain Stiff would win the title, but anything could
Oh
have
yeah,
happened last week, like last season, sorry, of the with Corin J and with the Spud. But if you didn't have that bad start, would you have won it, or would you say it would have been close tonight if you didn't have that bad?
maybe it wouldn't be a bit closer or I'd be a bit in front or something.
You reckon? You
But
reckon?
I don't like the if games,
Yeah,
so
I know, but it's just it's like coulda, shoulda, would have, shall we say?
yeah.
Like I
I'm
said,
happy anyway.
yeah, I
and
mean,
and finish the season on a high is so good. So
yeah,
and in the Ferrari at the home race, that's you can't ask for more.
no, I mean, don't get me wrong, Mike. Last season you were struggling with the car, well, with the driving stuff, whatever happens. This season you had a bad start. Don't get me wrong, you had a little bit of a shaky start,
Yeah,
shall we say?
yeah, that was carried on from season 1, of course,
Yeah,
because
but then, sorry, carry on.
yeah, because I didn't have time to practice at all or any practice. So
Yeah.
you can't compete for the top spaces if you don't practice.
Oh God, no. If you don't practice, you're never going to survive at all, and you might as
Yeah.
well retire. Pretty much. That's why I'm doing commentary and stuff. So that's it. But yeah, Mike, would you say you're going to carry on with this? I know 2019, the new game is going to be different with the setups and the pace. Whatever happens, do you think? It's hard to say without looking at the pace and stuff. But do you think you've got a good chance of carrying on that momentum? Would you say?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, Mike. It's been an honour and privilege.
I can only get stronger.
Yes, definitely. That's what I needed from you. You needed to win the two races, and you did. But Captain Stiff has been a bugger by winning the drivers' championship on that one. On that one.
Yeah, he
So
also did what he had to do. So
yeah, that's what he had to do. But fair play to him on that one. But Mike, whatever happens, mate, you have driven a magnificent recovery, and to get finished second on a high as well in the season is a magnificent achievement. Whatever happens,
yes, it is.
but like I said, Mike, thank you for everything, whatever you do.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
But even though I'm a bugger on the commentary box, I'll try my hardest on that one. But like I said, you have improved since race 3. You have improved since race 3, I believe, this season. And I know it says what ifs, but if you could have done a bit better at the start, would it have been the same or would it have been different? We'll never know. But whatever happens, I'm happy for you to finish second place, mate. And I'm sure. Did you expect it second place after with the drivers this season?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
We've got some questions going in for.
Yeah. I
Uh,
just wanted to a quick shout out to Tom. Thanks for getting out of the way in the qualifying like you did, mate.
okay, mutual respect for that one. Mutual respect from Tom. Because you don't want that to happen like on the qualifying as well. So fair play to Tom for letting you through for the to make sure you get your lap in as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Steven says, unlucky Mike, well played tonight.
Cheers, mate.
But Colin just got a question for all three of you, but I will do that at the end. Try to see if there's any questions for Mike as well. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to make sure. Steven says I would have been there with you tonight, Mike. If he didn't have that crash or mistake at Lesmo corner, that's what happened at lap 1, I think it was. Um,
Yeah, I saw that he crashed. Yeah, the message. I saw the message. Mm. He started on the mediums, if I'm correct. If I'm not wrong.
yes, you have to wait and see what happens there.
Yeah, that wouldn't play out very good. So
No, but would
maybe
you?
he crashed out because of the mediums. They tend to be cold for very long. So
Well, it just depends as well. It will start cold, obviously, but it just depends on the driving standards as well, and how you take that corner as well.
and I'm sorry for Steele that he lost it because I wanted to overtake him properly on the track, but I think he got a bit too nervous.
Yeah. Stephen did comment it saying, tried to brake on the Lesmo and game glitched, crashed me and started on the soft. So
Oh,
that's what's happened there. So Mike, did you wait for Mike? Did you wait for Prost move, Mike? Did you wait for Prost, Mike? Steele says, or something like that.
no, no,
No,
he didn't have any penalty, so I was going for it.
no. He was saying in the Prost move, shall we say? Oh, stay behind the second place and wait for the penalties, situation like that. But are you all right to stay for a few more minutes?
Of course.
Thank you again, Mike. Commiserations on the Drivers' Championship battle on the lastminute.com. But congratulations on finishing second place in the season after you said at the start I was nowhere near after what happened last season there.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you, mate.
but much congratulations to you, mate. Well done. Uh,
Cheers.
Captain! Aye, aye, Captain! Oh, shall I give you some knightlyhood now of getting the actual drivers and constructors championship badges for you, mate? Shall I order them for you now? On that one.
Yeah, I don't know whether I should change my name to Admiral Stiff now or something
Admiral.
if I get a promotion out that. But yeah, man, I absolutely buzzing. Can't quite believe it. It's kind of nice as well that obviously last season I picked up my first podium here at Monza, so to get my first ever championship here is a nice full circle. So yeah, absolutely buzzing.
I tell you what, mate, and I'm saying this not only for myself. I'm sure everyone else agrees with me on the chat as well as the F3 crew. You have been you have done an unbelievable. You've done an immense season. Whatever happens, I couldn't pronounce it then. You did a magnificent season and magnifico. Oh, magnifico! Oh, brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant, Captain. And to see that you were struggling from 3 seasons ago, back in 2017, I think, or 2016, or wherever it was. I can't remember 2017. When you joined the league, you were struggling like where some of the drivers are currently at the moment. But as the season's gone by, I've seen you grown and grown, and you built your self-confidence. You were saying to yourself, right, can I have 50 points? Yeah, sure. Do you want a double? Double your money? Yeah, go on then. And that's what happens. You had the bog off deal. You had buy one, you get one free with the 50-point stuff. So that's what you get. And that was your target stuff. And I was about to say, did you over exceed your targets? Shall we say, Captain?
Yeah, just a
a
little.
tad. Just a tad.
Yeah, I mean, I targeted 2 podiums this season after getting 1 last year. So to open the season with a second place and then second race of the season get a win was that was pretty much job done from there. But yeah, I mean, I've over the moon with how the season's gone. As I said when I first joined, like massive round of applause to Mike because he pushed me all the way. He's been so consistent over the season. And after last week, I was so sure that I'd bottle it and he'd get the win tonight as he did. And so yeah, congratulations to Mike,
Thank you,
and
mate.
equally to Dan and Snoop and the others that picked up race wins this season because yeah, it's been an amazing season. It's been great fun there's been different people on podiums, and we've had like so many good races that these guys should all be proud of themselves. And there's always going to be incidents and arguments, and you'll find people thinking that things have gone against them. But at the end of the day, we've had a banging season, and I think put on a good show for people to watch the races, and to come out of it with a championship is it's the cherry on top.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You're number one on no assists commentator with Sab as well. You two do a great job on the no assist stuff. But now you can finally say, I'll have to call you Admiral Stiff now, for your drivers and constructors champion. I tell you what, how does it feel? Just share that passion. This is your 15 seconds worth of fame here. Forget 15 minutes because we haven't got time on the stream on that one. But 15 seconds. Go on. Emotion now.
Yeah, just elated. I mean, I'll probably share my my shout as I crossed the line. I knew that I had to get 5th place. So at the start, in qualifying, it was gutting really, because I was on for pole position with my last lap, but I actually ran out of fuel with about 200 meters to go. So I lost all that time. Started, I think it was 6th, but Snoop had an absolute mega start from behind me on the supers. So I kind of just hoped that I could kind of stay with the lead pack. And obviously we lost Stephen in the race, and then unfortunately for Steele, he at the end of the race he lost it at Ascari, and I feel really bad because there's people like Steele and Stephen that have been superb this season. They've really improved.
Yeah.
And so it's been really nice to see. But yeah, I knew that I had to get 5th, and when I got to the point where I was fighting with Bren at the end, I knew that if I just kept on track, I didn't have any penalties at the time. I picked up 2 warnings in the first 2 laps, so for the rest of the race, I was incredibly careful, which meant that I knew that Richard was going to be a possible threat, because I didn't know what he was on penalty wise, and I knew that if I picked up 1, that I was going to possibly come under threat at the end. So I was very careful, and at the end I saw Dan make a mistake, and that helped me close up. I knew that he had at least 1 penalty, so yeah, it was a nervy last few laps, but crossing the line, buzzing, absolutely buzzing.
Oh, brilliant stuff. That's what I like to hear from the drivers and stuff, you know what I mean, from yourself, Captain. I am absolutely delighted for you, mate. I really am, because you've worked so hard. You were saying I had my first ever podium last season, and then you got your wins. You did not even expect to get a couple of wins, let alone winning the drivers and constructors. Double back-to-back titles, shall we say? Not back-to-back as in from last season, but back-to-back titles from this season as well. But was you worried about the constructor titles as well during that race, as well as the drivers?
Yeah, I couldn't. I was trying to work out the maths in my head because I couldn't remember what the gap was between the two. So I knew that both McLarens were in the top 5, so I knew that they'd be outscoring me. So yeah, I wasn't quite sure, but it's been really fun actually. I think really unfortunate for the McLaren that Richard had dropped those 2 races, although I'm sure that he enjoyed his time in Rhodes, but I think it helps out Tom and I, and well done to Tom as well. He's been a great help throughout the season with motivation and setup, and just keeping the points ticking over early part of the season. And like he said that the second half of the season did go his way, but first half, he did really well. So congratulations to McLaren for a good fight. But living 20 minutes up the road from Grove, where Williams are based, it's quite nice to what feels like bring the championship of the drivers and the constructors back to them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also I'd like to say massive congratulations to Tom as well for the constructors, with yourself, Captain, for that one as well. But it's been an honour and privilege. I've got some questions for you from the guys in the comments box. Stephen says congratulations, Gareth. It's been a long time incoming on that one. I say Stiff. Colin J says, I say Stiff is going to sandbag to get back to F3. Colin J's doing a spud. I'm just looking through all the questions that relate to yours, mate. Oh, you know, it's all about the 15-second countdown. They was trying to do it as the countdown timer. Diddle 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 boom. And that's it. Yeah, but like I said, that madness stuff. But I wish I would have loved to hear your voice when you crossed over that line. Like, yes, you beauty, yes, beauty. I'm not sure that would have been the same voices, but it's just the Midlands accent, shall we say. But yeah, Captain, Admiral, I have to call you that. It's only one Sir Knightley Huddersfield Spud in the chat, but I'm going to call you Admiral. Well done, mate. Well done for your drivers and constructors. And I wish you all the very best of luck, whatever happens in 2019, next season.
Much appreciated.
And would you mind staying for a few more minutes? Is that all right?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
Nice one. We got last one of F1 Richard. I'm sorry for the wait, mate.
Hi, Mark.
You're right. Sorry. I bet you.
I'm not all right. I'm knackered.
You're knackered. Right. First off, did you have a good holiday? That's the best.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You had a good holiday. Nice one. What time did you get back? Shall I ask?
Yeah, we landed at about 4:45 at Birmingham.
And then
I got the PS4 just after 7 o'clock. Got it up and running.
I bet you was like, I bet you was like, that's it, right? Do not disturb. Give me coffee, drink, coffee.
Exactly. She actually coffee and drink. That's what my wife brought me up with. Yeah.
Legend.
Mark, I want to shoot, but can I just say a few things before I shoot?
Yeah. Carry on. Sorry.
First of all, I've got Mike and Gareth here,
Yep.
our admins. I just want to say on behalf of the F3 League, thank you very much for everything that you do. Top job, lads. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Mike, brilliant keeping it going to the wire. Great race tonight. Well done, mate. And obviously, Gareth, massive congratulations, mate. Champion. How does that sound? Champion.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, man.
And
You're
obviously, well done to the Williams team. They took it off us. But yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. Good fight all the way through, and yeah, you should be up here one day, man. You're quick enough, so yeah, I just got lucky.
Okay, Mark,
Yeah.
I need to shoot. I've got a lot of things to be doing.
Yeah,
I've got
that's
work
fine.
tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Great podium, Richard. Great podium tonight.
Great
Cheers.
podium tonight, mate. Sorry about
Mark.
the wait
Yeah,
on that
well
one.
done, mate.
No. I'll catch you guys all later.
Yeah. I'll see you
See you
later.
later, mate.
Take care of
Cheers,
yourself.
mate.
I'll see you next season, F1 Richard.
Cheers, Mark. Bye-bye.
See you later, mate. So Spud would have said, Richard, good race, mate, on that one. Right, I've got a question for you two in general before we wrap it up for the finale. Stephen earlier on said for the three of us before, I can understand everyone Richard was knackered. That's what happened. What are your aims for next season? Well, the next game. Well, next season, shall we say, of 2019. What do you think is going to happen for whoever wants to start off first?
I think I'll pick up from here
You reckon?
where I left off. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got that momentum going. I bet you wanted to have another season 2018 to see what would have happened if you challenged. No. You've had enough.
No, that's done.
Fair enough. How about you, Captain?
Oh, I might do a Nico Rosberg and retire now. I've won the championship.
I was expecting you to say that, to be fair.
No, we need you.
I'm sure
We need you
I'm
to
sure the
beat you.
missus would love me to do that. I like Mike said, just keep going, see what happens on the new game. I think I'm looking forward to it, but it's going to be plenty of challenges next season. You're going to have Dan, Snoop, Steele, Stephen, Richard, all sorts, Mike as well. Once again, and if there's anyone new, and equally, I'm sure some of the other guys like Tom might pick up their game next season. So yeah, it could go anyway, but the only thing you could do is get yourself on the grid and give it a go. So yeah, I'll go for a second one next season. But if it happens, good or wonderful. If it doesn't happen, then I'm sure the champion that season will deserve it. So yeah, we go again.
Fair dues. Cheers for that, guys. We've got some more there. So Spud says, question for Steve: how do you think you will be in F2? That's what he said.
I'm looking forward to the qualifying night
You're
to
looking
make
forward
sure that to make sure that I'm placed in the best league for my pace.
Yeah, definitely. Colin J says, I wish I did what Stiff did last tonight and just like strolled round, because then I would have won the championship last season. Colin J. So that's what he
Oh
said.
no. Oh no.
But that's pretty much all the category was. Could he, Captain? He didn't want to do a Colin J moment on the last lap as well. So it's just madness stuff there. But Steven says I'll be right up there, as in the driver stuff. But I'll tell you what. One last question from you guys: who's been your driver of the season, in your point of view? That's a good question, actually. Who's been your driver of the season? From my question, actually.
Do you want to go first, Mike?
No, I'm still thinking.
I most improved has got to be Stephen.
Yeah.
He's, apart from today, I was actually really disappointed that he crashed out early, because he would have been, I think, only Mike, and Stephen were the only ones that had picked up points every single race of the season until tonight. So I think it's just Mike and I that finished every race with points. But Stephen was, from going from fighting out for 13th, 14th last season to I think, obviously I was teammates with Stephen last season, and then we were talking towards the end of the season about him getting double figures of points would be the goal for the end of the season. To this season, I think he hit 30, if not just underneath. So that's a massive improvement, and that's what I was like when I first joined. I was kind of scrabbling around outside the top 10, looking for points here and there, and then just improve. But yeah, so I think Stephen's definitely been my most improved driver, but then Steele has been rapid over the last few races.
Yeah,
and
that
then
was what I was thinking. Sorry, Garrett, but yeah, I was thinking the same as you saying. So
Fair dues.
Yeah.
Mike, are you agreeing that Steele is your
yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, he improved also so much, and a lot of guys improved very much.
Yeah. It's a tough call, to be fair, because you've got some drivers who are deadly quick, but it's just the consistency, and if you can get the consistency right, you will be right up
Snoop
there.
Mark is one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, you got O'Stephen who's put up 31 points this season. He had a struggling season last season, but he got into double figures. That's a good move, wherever happens. So Spud said you was your driver of the season. Colin J says me. He's like just joy on that one. Steven says, oh yeah, I forgot about my points, lol. Steven says, I can't split you two for driver of the year or driver of the season. You both are the best in F3. So Spud says, come on, Steve, stop playing about. On that one. That's what he said. But it's a tough one for me because I've seen so many battles from everyone. Like Captain Stiff winning his first ever drivers championship and also constructors in the same season. Mike improving after what happened last season. You got, like I said, you had O'Stephen as well, who's I keep pushing him to get to the podium, and he could have had a podium at China, I believe, or probably some other races if he can kept the tyre wear as well. Colin Jace just says, "Oh, Stephen, wow, how have you not put me in there? I was class in them 4 races." So Spud says, "Do a Sky Z." Oh, Stephen says, "Lol, Colin." Madness stuff. But like I said, it's been an honour and privilege for you guys. And Mike, well done for second. Commiserations on the Drivers' Championship. Captain Stiff, I'll give you a drink later and just celebrate for your drivers and constructors with Tom as well for at the Williams stuff whenever you get a chance at Silverstone.
Thanks,
if
mate.
you
I'll
are
hold
there.
you to that.
But I'll give you some drink, Coca-Cola, shall we say, not champagne, because you've got to be careful with that one. Don't drink and drive. Never ever drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen, on that one. Yeah, Steve says, please don't derange them bad memories up, Malk. I'm trying not to, but it's commentator's curse, remembering them. That's it. But I'd like to say a massive, massive thank you to Mike, Captain Stiff, and also F1 Richard, who's absolutely knackered after he's just come back from the holiday tonight, which I don't blame him for shooting off and saying a few last-minute words. But I'd like to say a few words before I'll do my usual final thoughts. You guys can stay if you want, or you're going to shoot off. It's up to you. I'm going to do my final thoughts and my final thanks to everyone. Final thoughts of the race. This was a race where anything could have happened. The drivers and the constructors would have been one hell of a battle, and that's why I love this F3 league. That's why I love Invictus racing leagues, because you never know what to expect. And it could have been bish bash beeping bosh, quadruple beeps on that one. But yeah, it's just a brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Whatever happens, and I tell you what, Captain Stiff did everything he could to hold on to the top 5. Mike did everything. He did everything right to get into to first place to make it nervous and nerve-wracking for Captain Stiff. But Captain Stiff holding on after calling him Admiral Stiff from now on. He'd have to change his PSN name before we start 2019 next season. But to win the drivers and constructors after three or more seasons, I think, of Invictus, and that's a great achievement from Captain Stiff. So brilliant drive from him, and it was very, very unlucky for the McLaren team. They had to get 13 points or higher than the Williams, and the way it was going, it was madness stuff. At one point, it was only 1 point difference with Williams ahead by 1 point. And I would have lost the plot, whatever happens with the point situations. But the Williams has hold on for their brilliant drive from McLaren. I think if F1 Richard did not have that holiday, I think it would have been a close constructors battle, and I would have had a heart attack moment on whatever happens there. But I wish it's been a fantastic race in the Italian Grand Prix. A Forza Ferrari for Mike after his second bounce of a win, I think it was, after Abu Dhabi, or Abu Dhabi I call him. So he had 2 seconds, 2 firsts within the last 4 races. That's a great achievement, bouncing back, and hopefully he'll carry on with that in the 2019 game. But yeah, fantastic stuff there. And I'm going to say my final thanks. I'd like to thank Captain Stiff and Mike for their fantastic administratorships or administrationships, if I don't know how you say it. But you know what I mean, don't you? Like, for their admin work, wherever happens. I'd like to thank Tony for doing the steward stuff. I'd like to thank all the drivers to make it. Without them, they make the league so much exciting, and for the viewers as well. For everyone here at the viewers, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm seeing some of the comments here saying thank you, Mal, for doing a great job doing commentating for F3, and they all liked it, best commentator in the league. I'm not the best commentator. I'll just try my hardest and try to be as a mad lunatic as a commentator stuff. But as long as the guys enjoy it, I'm sure everyone else does. It's been a blast. F3 has been a blast. Commentary's been commentary has been a blast, whatever happens here. But massive thank you to everyone. I'm going to say my final thanks, and always remember. Do you want to do it, guys? Do you want to do it?
Let's do it together.
Right.
After 3.
1, 2, 3. Always remember.
Always remember.
Stay classy. Oh, legends! I'll tell you what,
Roy Burgundy moment.
the guys will be absolutely laughing themselves in a minute. I'd like to say thank you, guys. Much appreciated. I'll see you next season in the 2019 game. L. Stevens says lol, and lol on that one. So, yeah, cheers for that, guys. I'll see you next season of 2019, which I believe probably about 5-6 weeks will be the pre-season, and then probably the league stuff. But cheers for that, guys. Much appreciated. Make sure you like, subscribe, as always. See you later, guys. Ta-ra a bit. Bye bye. Da, 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 da.